Zoro wants to live a wealthy, retired life away from the pirate world. So he planned on marrying this very wealthy woman from Syrup Village, while secretly planning to have his crew attack them one day randomly and unalive her, leaving him with all of her wealth.
Huh. What an introduction. That's Liz's boyfriend, bro. Y'all know the Liz situation with the ex? That's him. That's Landon.
You already know how this street shit go. Catch a op, deal a op, try to leave him on the floor. Deep thing block, niggas knowing how we rock. Fat slugs like they came in a milk duds box.
What is One Piece Virus AU? Fellas, hold on, let's get this ad out the way before the video starts. Hold on.
Clean my Mac tidies up the way for your ideas.
Why the guy like saying that? Clean my Mac tidies up the way. Why is he saying it like saying it's so like horny? Clean my Mac has so many, bro. What you trying to do, bro? Could he trying to swoon me? Clean my Mac, get tidy. Sound like a dating app.
I can't think.
All right, but fellas, I'm excited. I'm gonna be honest though. I know certain bits and pieces of One Piece. Like, I know about One Piece, no duh. And I know like certain lore elements. I know about obviously Ace's death. I know about Doflamingo, Garp, Monkey D. Dragon, fucking Wano. I know about all this shit. I just haven't seen the show. I got so many plot points spoiled to me by like other sources, right? From friends, other pieces of media, etc. So I never really felt enticed to watch it. Plus, it's super long. Like, realistically, I'm still on like the East Blue where Sanji was still getting fucking like introduced, bro. Like, I'm in the part where Sanji just joined the crew. Like that's how early it is. But I already know about all of that shit. I know about like the Doflamingo backstory. I know about fucking what's his name? Gator. I know about all those guys. So I never felt enticed to watch it. You know what I mean? But I really want to because I know it's such a good fucking story. I love Luffy as a character. The story, the fucking world building, the message of the show. It's so phenomenal. It's so fucking phenomenal. I really want to get into it, bro. But I'm fighting, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fighting this. I'm fighting to like keep feeling enticed to watch it. I might just read the manga and just like skim through the bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. Is that valid? I thought that might be valid. But bro, little hoodie dude ran, hoodie dude side tangent, bro. You know what really pisses me off? I don't know why. But the word bro, hold on, let me explain. Isn't it for like a creator, a streamer, or like, for example, you're on TikTok or IG Reels or some just doom scrolling, and you get it's like a creator or a Twitch streamer that's farming a clip. Whoa, bro is this? Who is bro? Bro is that? Bro thinks he's this. Bro is not like, I don't know why, but that shit irks the fuck out of me. I don't even know why for real. It's not even like these guys are like the guys are doing anything wrong. I don't know those people. Obviously, they could be nice ass people. But the word bro, used in that context just annoys the shit out of me. Obviously, when people use bro, like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, nah, I don't give a fuck. It's cool, whatever. But when people use the word bro with that in that context, with that exact fucking dialect and tone, it irks the shit out of me. It just annoys me. Bro is not him. Bro is not him. It just, I had to get that off. I had to get that off my chest, bro. I had to bench press that bitch off my chest. I really had to. I don't know why. But fellas, we got some more tie records. Let's stop the yapping. Let's get straight to it. Finally, Hoodie does want to watch the video. Shut the fuck up.
I can't thank you people enough for all the support you've been showing me on my AU.
Is that My Little Pony? Who fucked? Dr. Mario infection AU. Cuddy, Dr. Mario worked at a psych ward. A dementia patient gave him a fucking roundhouse kick, gang.
Videos, and I've been trying to get more than 2 out a week, but I edit all my videos, and as you can see, it's a difficult task.
Yeah.
But who cares about me? Because right now, this story takes place in the world of One Piece, which, keep in mind, is an anime and manga about a boy named Luffy who wants to become the king of all pirates.
I fucking love Luffy as a character, bro. I love Luffy. I love the freedom he represents. It's so goated. I fucking love Luffy. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all want a face reveal? I mean, so did I look like Luffy. I ain't gonna hold you. Brown skin, shaggy, messy hair. Not too much, though. Bro is not Luffy. Shut the fuck up. Don't use that word, buddy. You know, after my hoodie dude rant, shut up. I ain't gonna let hoodie dude. I skipped that bitch. Fuck you.
By finding the legendary treasure known as the One Piece.
Yeah.
And he sails across a massive world full of wild islands, powerful enemies, and strange abilities, all while building his own pirate crew known as the Straw Hat Pirates. But this adventurous story
Is that fucking Naruto?
takes a dark turn when a handsome man, as they described, was walking down a trail, starving, and then noticed a fruit that caught his eye.
Gonorrhea ass fruit, bruh. Could eat a gonorrhea bush.
A devil fruit called Chuma Chuma, a deadly fruit not only unfit for consumption, but for mankind itself.
So he ate a gonorrhea fruit and was surprised when his skin turned into had a bunch of cysts and ugh.
They even say
Little
it
stress balls.
smells and tastes sweet, and unlike other devil fruits, they have a horrible stench and taste. But this one also acts on its own, devouring its victim and spreading a poisonous gas, causing a worldwide plague, causing a domino effect to if one person gets it, it'll spread from one living thing to
another and another
Then,
and another. Okay,
from
okay.
island to island, dooming the world unless someone can cure it. So starting off, they show us some
Damn,
of the
Zoro's gone already, bro. Okay, but he's not dead. He's infected. Okay, hold on. These are characters we need to live. Wait, is this before or after Ace's death? Is this PA or is this pre-Ace or post-Ace? Which one are we doing? Because if it's because Ace is one of my favorite characters. I fucking love Ace. He's cool as fuck. Ace, Law, Kid, I love them. I love those guys. I need Ace to live. Law, I need to live. Kid, he's funny, but not that funny. I'm indifferent. Luffy, I need to live. Robin, I could give less of a fuck. Sanji, I don't care. Chopper, I need to live. Usopp, I don't want him to, but if he does, I'm not totally distraught. Nami, I can't let Nami die. I fuck with Nami heavy. Frankie, nah, I fuck with Frankie too much heavy. I fuck with Frankie too heavy. No. So that's it. But dude, Zoro got the fucking gonorrhea, the clap. I know it's piss hot.
profiles of the Straw Hat crew, starting with Luffy,
Damn.
who's the captain, showing us only the level of his hunger,
I thought that bitch said torta.
health, and sanity. It's also noted that he's not infected.
Okay, that's good.
But most importantly, one of his crewmates,
What the fuck?
named Chopper,
Why?
has passed away.
Bro, not even 2 minutes in this bitch, one of my favorites is dead. Cuddy Chopper.
And we don't know why yet, but one of Luffy's crewmates actually threatened that he's gonna be next if he eats all their food again, because they're basically in a pandemic right now and they can't afford that. Which makes sense because Luffy's known in the series as a big back with no drawback. Zoro, on the other hand, is doing alright. He's
I mean, to be fair, his right eye is consumed by the yoga ball,
pretty
dude.
hungry, but other than that, he's pretty healthy and also has his sanity. But unfortunately, he is infected and he's in the stage 1, which we'll learn more about the stages in a moment. And he got infected in Syrup Village, where he was fighting the Black Cat Pirates, which lets us know that this AU takes place very early in One Piece. And we actually have information on the
So I'm sure that's pre-Ace's death, so we're chilling.
leader of that Black Cat crew named Kuro, who
Yeah, I don't know who the Black Cat crew is. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't get that far. I don't know who they are.
actually left before the plague even started, knowing full well about it, never warning anybody.
Look, sassy, he look mean
Not
as a
even his
bitch.
own crew. And in the show, Kuro wants to live a wealthy, retired life away from the pirate world. So he planned on marrying this very wealthy woman from Syrup Village, while secretly planning to have his crew attack them one day randomly and unalive her, leaving him with all of her wealth.
Huh. What an introduction. That's Liz's boyfriend, bro. Y'all know the Liz situation with the ex? That's him. That's Landon. Bro, fuck Landon, cause now he got my talking stage beat. Just let me chill. Hope she's not watching this shit. She's amazing. But bro, hey, bro, that's Landon, gang, cause that's the Landon motives.
Which is the day Luffy and his crew stopped them, but unfortunately the day not only Zoro was infected, but Usopp as well. As you can see, he's doing nowhere near well. His hunger, sanity, and health are extremely low. He's grown a tail and his spine is spiking out with animal-like legs.
What the fuck?
And he even has these same spores popping out of his face like Zoro.
Cuddy, that fucking gonorrhea fruit gave fucking Usopp a BBL. Why is there raining? Can y'all hear that shit? Okay, I can't really hear it that well. Dude, it's starting. Why is it raining, dude? Wait, how long is it gonna rain for? How long is it gonna rain for, dude? Well, Hoodie Dude Detour, checking the weather. Let's see. Let's see how much life hates me. Nah, I'm playing. Let's see. Can't be that bad. Probably less like 30 minutes, right? 2 hours. That's cool. Oh, thunderstorming at 5 is 4 o'clock. Yippee. I'll go fuck myself. Whatever.
With his spider-like form, he is in stage 4 of the infection. And he's even discarded the lower part of his body, throwing it in a random place in his room like some pants he doesn't want to wear.
He just threw away his dick.
Luckily, the Straw Hats still recruited him while he was infected and also are working to cure him as well. Which brings us to Nami, who's actually doing very well and is even wearing a mask to kind of protect herself from the virus as it is airborne. But she's actually one of the main doctors of the crew and is working on Usopp to try to test and find a cure. Nico Robin is also working with Nami to make vaccines and a cure to slow down and stop the virus. She's also infected
with stage 3?
But interestingly enough, her infection has actually made her stronger. She has this ability where she's able to project herself and a bunch of hands out of her, and basically the infection allows them to be sharper and stronger. Which brings us to another one of their crewmates who's infected, which is Brooke.
Yeah, but he's fine though, he's just a fucking skeleton. He should be straight, right?
Which ironically is kind of crazy because he's a skeleton.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Which is the whole gag of his character because he's already dead and something like this would kill him, but he's already dead.
Exactly.
It's also noted that he has been having hallucinations and dreams, and he doesn't believe the whole story and how the virus started, and believes actually the plague has been around ever since he was alive still. Sanji is one sanity away from a mental hospital.
Cool.
And it's noted that after the dinner incident, he's been blaming himself for the death of a crewmate.
The dinner?
Sanji is one of the best cooks in the One Piece universe, and he loves cooking, so it makes you wonder what turned him into a psychopath at the dinner incident to where the crewmates don't even trust him. Which brings us to the night the incident happened.
Oh my god, they ate Chopper, didn't they? Because they fucking said Chopper's...
Hey, Sanji!
Oh my god.
Do you need my help?
You freak, do you want us all to starve to death here? Calm down, Zoro. I'm doing the best I can.
Be patient a little longer. We'll find food soon.
Someone's comfort character just got fucking disemboweled and ate alive. Not mine though, so hey, I'm chilling.
We have no other choice. And sooner or later, it has to happen. I don't want to see you suffer because of hunger, so I'm sure I've decided to do it.
I mean, y'all couldn't have like... I don't know. There's nothing. Wait. Yeah, I don't know.
Do it. Then you'll thank me.
I'm surprised Chopper didn't come up with a cure yet. Well, I'm assuming you have to get rid of the smart kids with infection. It's like the fucking norm, alright? Batman had to get fucking murdered and deceased. Chopper and this shit because they would solve the cure instantly. We have no source. So it makes sense.
As for me, I did my duty. Good luck on your journey.
Ow, what the fuck? I know you said a loud noise, but that still fucking annoyed the shit out of me. Ow. Yeah, that would do it. I ain't gonna lie, Sanji. I don't blame you. You're gonna stand there, but you're gonna eat. I ain't gonna lie though, motherfucker, let me put some barbecue on that bitch. Hoodie, what's wrong with you? I'm trolling, I'm fucking with you, shut up. I ain't gonna lie though. Imagine if Luffy said some shit like that. Hey, gang, where the barbecue at though? Hey, we got ribs, but no barbecue. How the fuck that work? Average Southern like cuisine, Cuddy. Straight raccoon.
Sadly,
Yeah, that would do it.
Chopper got chopped. And
Wait. Sadly, Chopper got chopped. Come on, bruh.
sadly, Chopper got chopped.
Sadly, Chopper got chopped.
And sacrificed himself for his starving crew members.
Shout out Chopper.
Half of the animals were infected and too dangerous to eat.
I was also, yeah.
Sadly, Usopp did what he had to do. And Sanji
Damn.
served
Wait, did he keep the skull? Oh my god.
him to the whole crew. And let's just say Sanji wasn't the same man after that night. Now, before we continue, there are 7 stages of this virus
Oh, cool. At least he made blood of apple in his like mouth. Nice.
that you need to know. In stage 1, the body begins to grow, the small orange lumps we've been seeing, with the person feeling fatigued and having small headaches with nausea. In stage 2, the virus makes dark spots, with vines growing inside of your bones, with vines spreading in and out of their body.
Ugh.
The victim then begins to feel
Even on your dick?
more tired and gets their first signs of mental trauma. By stage 3, the orange fungus
Traps?
becomes even more enlarged, with the roots becoming bigger and stronger. The vines could even travel and stab through their eyes.
Oh.
And even though their scent begins to smell a lot sweeter, their psychological state starts to deteriorate even more.
We should use this shit for like people that use Axe body spray in 2025, bro. Ugh.
Through stages 4 and 5,
That's when you
here,
go cap.
mutation starts to begin, starting
Usopp,
with
okay.
deformation
Okay,
in your
okay.
bones and body. The victim's barely able to move and widely comparable to an insect. And after losing their eyesight, they go through stages 6 and 7. All parts that resembled a human are completely gone,
all right.
along with that faint sweet smell. Now it's unbearable to even inhale, and you won't move on to stage 7 unless you have the will. Then it goes on to give us an explanation on what the virus does and how it affects everyone differently. And basically all you need to know is that the infection can make them stronger and enhance their abilities, but can also make them weaker physically and most importantly, mentally.
Yeah.
Also, there are a lot of devil fruits that can counter the virus, and then there's people that have the direct weakness, which is heat, like a Kainu, who can simply just
Fuck a Kainu!
burn the virus, making it ineffective towards him.
Fuck!
And the stronger the haki you have, the stronger you are able to fight off the virus.
Makes sense.
Which brings us to Crocodile, who's not doing
I called him Gator, not fucking. I called him fucking Gator. That goes to show I don't know shit about it, but I know certain. I know. I was right on one part. I'm about to get like the biggest One Piece fan. You called him fucking what? I called him fucking Gator.
so well
I'm gonna keep calling him Gator. That's funny as
because
fuck.
he's infected.
Dope.
He read that there is no cure for
I don't know
it,
much
but
about
he
him,
still
though.
believes there is, which is why he has Dr. Kuroha locked up against her will with a black eye, finding a cure to his infection. He's also described to have a severe anger management problem that is so bad that whoever comes across him could randomly end up dead. And has Mr.
I think that sounds very severe.
3, also known as Galdino, who's doing amazingly well, watching over her to make sure she doesn't
Now, I don't know about Galdino. I don't know who that is, all right? But his haircut looks phenomenal, gang. I ain't gonna lie. If I went to the barbershop and asked for, like, this cut, I might get treated like a god.
do anything funny. Arlong is said to be
I've heard of
infected
Arlong.
along with all of the
Yeah, I've
other
seen him.
fishermen, with him being the first. He's gotten way more aggressive, a lot stronger, and doesn't really care about the infection anyways.
Ooh, edgy.
Surprisingly enough, Soj King shows up, which is an alter
Really?
ego of Usopp.
Shut up! Shh! Ty, why you snitching?
Known by the name of Sniper King as well, this alter ego version of Usopp is portrayed as a brave and more confident hero, solely created to distance himself from Usopp's own emotional pain. The mask basically allows
That mask is hard, though.
him to act more fearless and courageous, and sadly, if you couldn't tell by the fake paper overlay, he's still infected.
Yeah.
And this is
So where did the BBL go? Did he just shove it up his down his pants?
mostly just a coping mechanism at this point, and makes him feel better in his head, basically hiding himself from the real situation.
Yeah.
And we're even shown a scene in his head where Sniper King is looking at him, and he's asking, "What do you want, Sniper King? Why are you bothering me every day?" Basically telling him, it's time to face reality. You need to wake up. For
You need to wake up and face realities. Usopp, you got the BBL and there's no reversing it.
anyone wondering what Buggy the Clown has
Also, Buggy, I love Buggy.
been up to,
He's funny as fuck.
he's doing just fine and actually isn't taking this serious at all. He's also confirmed to be married to Alvida at the moment, which has been a long fan theory within the series, as they're kinda hinted that something has happened or is going on between them. But good thing is she is immune to the virus due to her devil fruit and how slippery it makes her.
Goody, Buggy my man Buggy keeps getting fucking W's. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's my goal.
Kobe and Helma Poe
Oh, there goes my guy Kobe.
are looking disgusting.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're right there.
They've even kind of fused together in each other's body now for some reason, and are even confirmed missing. Mary
Huh.
unfortunately passed away, and he was infected as well, looking horrible, but he'll
Goat man.
always be remembered as the guy that the Straw Hats named their pirate ship after, which was Going Merry. Kaya from Syrup Village had a tragic ending as well, and ended up taking her own life.
Oh. Oh.
And it said that at one point Usopp was sending her letters while he was infected and didn't even know she was gone.
Oh! Dude, if you're an Usopp fan watching this, you gotta just pain. Same with Chopper fans. I mean, from what I've heard about the One Piece community, from what I've heard is that no, they don't do nothing with Chopper now. So at least y'all get something, you know. They finally do something nice with Chopper. They eat him. So, but Usopp's just getting fucked.
Anyways, she was treating Mary, and unfortunately, of course, he passed away, which made her mental state go down and led to her taking her own life. Also, keep in mind, she was the one that put him out of his misery.
That makes
Continuing on, Ace, who's
He's immune,
Luffy's
right?
older brother, isn't infected because
immune.
he has the flame fruit, and like I said before, he is a direct counter to the
virus.
But he
Theoretically, can't they burn the fucking like fish? Like burn like the virus out their system or no?
doesn't like having the powers currently because he's always asked to use them to get rid of the virus on other people. Mihawk, who's my personal favorite character,
He's cool.
doesn't seem to be buying the stories about how the virus actually started and believes the government had something to do with it and is looking for that island and any more information about the virus. Now, in the show, Mihawk has had a long arrival with a very popular character
Shanks.
named Red-Haired Shanks.
Got it.
the
I also love Shanks.
rival has since ended since he lost his arm, but he's doing fairly well in everything but sanity. Shanks even owns his own crew, but it says that he's so unstable that actually he's just been replaced by Usopp, who's Usopp's dad. The problem is Shanks knows something everyone else doesn't know, and when Buggy confronts him on
My man Buggy looking clean as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, Cuddy.
what he's been mumbling and talking about, he told him that nobody needs to know because they're not going to be able to stop it. And Buggy's like, bullcrap, we can tell the world government, we can stop this immediately. But Shanks is like, no,
Cuddy off the yardie.
something's coming that will bring even the strongest to their knees.
Cuddy, that's popular MMOs. Gangy off the guap.
And you're all not ready
Shout out popular MMOs.
for darkness. And Buggy punches him in the face when he tells him just to wait around and die. And tells him, you're just a liar and a weak pirate. And Shanks says, what did you say? You don't know if I'm lying or not. You don't know me. And Buggy says, yeah, I did know you. You were my best friend.
Oh.
But I don't know what you turned into. That's when Shanks puts his hand on his sword and says, you need to leave or else. And Shanks watches as he leaves. And later on that week, Shanks spiraled even more out of control. Everyone on his crew, including his replacement Usopp, who is now the captain, wanted to know everything he's talking about and what he's seeing. Keep in mind, Usopp at this time is torching all of the infected he sees with no type of remorse.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Fuck him.
Which makes me wonder what would happen if he were to see his son.
Oh, he meant like the actual people with the virus. Oh, never mind. I thought he meant like the plants. Oh, I feel like he would torch Usopp
in his condition. But anyways, Usopp asks Shanks, are you having hallucinations? Like, what's going on? Because it looks like this plague is kind of getting too much to your head.
Kinda got a Bill Cosby drink, gang. Dude, he's off the I don't even know what the fuck he's on, bruh.
Then
Nitrous up.
Shanks sits back and hesitates and then tells him what's actually going on. Telling him how he's been...
Dude, I like the change in demeanor, dude. He was from fucking like cute, chibi, whatever the fuck, and he just walks in and starts mugging, bruh. The fucking his school crush, his coworker crush came in, bruh.
About the future and how there's no hope, and he doesn't know exactly what's coming, but he knows it's gonna doom everybody, and nobody's gonna believe him. Then Usopp says, "Then why are you smiling? What's so funny about all of this then?" And Shanks says, "I'm smiling because I know I'm right. And that's what I'm gonna be doing when you guys finally realize that I was right and it's too late."
Nobody's arguing with you, dumbass. Just want to know what the fuck you're talking about.
And that's when Mihawk walks in.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Mihawk knows what's up, bro. No one's laughing at you or like thinks you're like weak or some shit, thinks you're wrong. They just want to know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. That's it. Weird ass, bro. I'm a victim. No!
Because he's gotten word that Shanks has been acting weird. One interesting thing about Mihawk in this scene is that he's wearing a mask that's from the actual plague that people used to wear to protect themselves, which I thought
the Black Death
was pretty neat.
King Vaughn. Vaughn is, dude, King Vaughn is a fucking divine being, dude. An eldritch horror known throughout all the fucking, known throughout all of history, dude.
Now when
it's a mantle. It's like Batman.
Mihawk steps in, he gets right down to business and asks, "Are you joking about all of this? Is this all real?" And then tells him to write down on a paper who he thinks is the one behind all of this. When Mihawk looks at the paper, we're not able to see it, but he looks at Shanks and says, "Are you sure this is the one?" And he says, "Yes,
it might be
I
Luffy.
know it for certain." Mihawk, after seeing what's on the paper and also listening to Shanks even more after, still believes that the government is able to handle the
He drew the fucking like S you saw like in like high school and shit, bro.
situation. But Shanks literally says, "You don't believe me still? Are you crazy?" But Mihawk tells him, "Get some sleep and stop talking nonsense. You'll be better tomorrow." And when Usopp asks Shanks if everything's all right, Shanks turns to him, letting him know instantly that nothing's all right.
Huh.
But then
he's a tweaker.
And Usopp reassures to him that if something is to come, that he will be by his side to fight it. And that actually calms down Shanks and brings him back to normal. Meanwhile, in the story, Mr. 2 is doing perfectly fine.
I know about Mr. 2.
Before I go into detail on what's about to happen, just know that this character has done a lot of things for the Straw Hat crew when it comes to sacrificing himself specifically. They're an amazing ally and just go over the top to help the Straw Hats in multiple occasions. And has the power to clone themselves, by the way. So eventually they run into Nami, and Nami's like, "Hey, I want you to do a favor for me," and tells him that Sanji will die if you can't do this. So Mr. 2's like, "What is it?
Oh, he's gonna clone Chopper?
Trying to set me up again?" And Nami's like, No, there's a misunderstanding here. I'll tell you everything you need to know. It's probably better if you sit down before I tell you everything, though." And then she tells her that back in Alabasta, they went 2 months without eating because of what Luffy did. He ate all their food. And
fucking dumbass.
And Chopper decided to sacrifice
That's my goat,
himself, and the sanity of Sanji went downhill from there. Sanji's been sad, angry, and empty since. Can you stay on the ship disguised as Chopper? This instantly sets Bon Clay, also known as Mr. 2, off and completely goes in on her. And then instantly switches up and says, "Yeah, I'll help." After Mr. Two's a little bit worried that Sanji might catch on, but Nami's willing to help the whole time because if Sanji does find out, he'll have both of their heads.
Yeah, I feel like if Sanji finds out, he'll probably just kill himself, dude. I'm not even bullshitting.
And Mr. Two goes on and learns how to be Chopper and also a nurse. And the way they tricked Sanji into bringing Chopper back was basically going off the saying in One Piece where if you die, you go to the sky. Sanji breaks down in tears,
Oh my god,
crying,
dude.
and hugs Chopper like he's never hugged him before. And the whole time, Bon Clay is thinking, man,
This is fucked.
Sanji finds out, we're all cooked, but I gotta do this for them. More profiles are shown, with most notably being Gecko Moria, who's actually using the plague to their advantage and building an army of zombies, which the infected are referred to in this AU a lot.
Makes sense. But at the same time, how does he control? Okay, wait. Being a former actively use of the plague for his own purposes. Okay. Despite his own infection, he retains enough sanity to devise plans to manipulate other invaders to turn them into his puppets.
Gecko can create zombies and also control the shadows of whoever he wants, so this makes sense.
Okay.
Persona's surprisingly infected, even though they do have the ability to turn into a ghost, which kind of weirds me out, but she'll still have control over her mind throughout all the stages. It's just that her body's literally cooked.
Makes sense. But how the fuck does a virus affect ghosts? Can STDs affect ghosts? I wonder what disease, like IRL, like in real life, would actually affect a ghost. Like real talk. Like the Annabelle dog that like ran loose, just got like loose right now on a fucking like, I don't know, where's that, Texas right now and some shit. Theoretically, if I like the flu, could that dog get the flu? Could it? Because it will have the germs on it. We need to try this out. All right, if someone sees the Annabelle dog, get sick and like coughing them on or some shit.
Porsche is looking hideous.
Damn, she's right there.
The scariest one by far. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
They're said to be on stage 6, basically a walking corpse, and could die at any point, being on the edge of death.
It's like an elderly home gang. Just
She breathes poorly, thinks poorly, moves poorly. Nothing can save her. And whenever she tries to talk, she sounds like a horse crying. Other ones I thought that were pretty disgusting was Kaku in his giraffe form. This form is notoriously used against Zoro a couple times in fights, but basically he's able to stretch himself at long distances. But now, because of his infection, whenever he enters this form, his neck is corroded. With a decaying neck and holes exposing his insides, it's said that he's actually mute when he's in this form, unable to talk, which is even scarier.
no shit. I mean, his throat's fucking gone, dude. His throat, I don't even know, bruh. His throat done turned into the Invisible Woman, gang. That shit cooked as fuck.
Spandam is
His little...
in the worst stage of the infection and is completely feral, very aggressive, and has been trapped in a special room by the Marines. Now, Rob Lucy is also on stage 5, so his whole crew has been infected for a long time, and if you haven't noticed, you have to really zoom in to really notice that he's infected. But
I mean, not really. You can see the bumps right there, because he's not slick. It's like he's trying to hide a hickey. I can see him, gang. You're not fooling me, bro.
under his clothes, there are a lot of roots and spots.
Put that shit back on.
That you don't
Dude, it's touching his dick. Oh my
want
god.
to see. And
Ew.
it makes you feel uncomfortable, making anybody who looks at it instantly want to itch.
Yeah.
And in his hybrid form, he looks like a moldy donut
What a description.
with exposed organs. Now, we've probably gotten to a part where a lot of you guys have been waiting for, anticipating on finding out what are the Admirals up to. The Admirals are amongst the strongest characters in the series.
Garp.
And basically, they serve the
I need Garp to live.
world
He's one of my
government.
favorites too. I
Their
love
jobs,
Garp.
of course, are to enforce
This fucker, fuck him. I hope he dies. But no, he'll be
justice
chilling. He's fucking
and
immune.
maintain order across the sea, which of course runs them trouble against the pirates, who steal, drink, and cause a lot of trouble, and of course need to be put in check. Which brings us to Monkey D. Garp. He's doing a
Yes! We're chilling.
Amazing.
We're chilling.
He's got his mask on, and he's actually made a special purification squad that is tasked to saving the world. They're tasked with sometimes treating, but also sometimes exterminating the infected, and if they ever were to find a cure, no matter if they're a pirate or a civilian, they will be sent to school and will learn how to be a Marine. Akainu, of course, like I said before.
Wait, what?
School.
What
You're sometimes exterminating the infected, and if they ever were to find a cure, no matter if they're a pirate or a civilian, they will be sent to school and will learn how to be a Marine.
Cool, I guess. Wait, do they have to learn how to be? I'd be mad as fuck. Imagine, gang, in order, like for example, what for COVID-19? In order to get a cure, you gotta attend a class, bruh. Calculus. And if you fail the test, you don't get the vaccine or some shit. You don't get you don't get nothing. No, dude, I don't believe in vaccines. All right, buddy. Hey, so let me know what your casket is, gang. But bro, you feel me though? You feel me? Like, dude, I'd be mad as hell, bruh. No Quizlet. Damn. It's GG's. I'm cooked, bro. It'll be like, oh, I'll shed one tear, bro. It'll be like that one tear from Cloud Give a Chance to Meatballs when that one couple shedding that one tear, bro. I'm done for.
Akainu, of course, like I said before.
Fuck this motherfucker. Fuck Akainu, bro. I hate that motherfucker.
An utter counter to the infection and is doing just fine.
Fuck.
But
I can't have shit, man.
Something interesting is revealed with his character profile.
What?
He has his own secret special infected squad.
ISIS? Oh, sis.
Way different from Monkey D. Garps, which they go around and use the plague to infect pirates.
Of fucking course.
This scheme is solely meant to make the pirates look bad and push an agenda.
Of course.
They're just trying to get rid of the pirates, and this may confirm that the government either made the plague or are just using it. Kizaru is completely overpowered in this AU, and there's not really much to say about him, especially for someone that can literally particleize himself into pieces of light.
Yeah.
But sadly, the admiral in the worst state right now is Aokiji. He's written down a lot of stuff. Maybe some of you in the comments can figure this out of what
the state is doomed to death as people have the
he was saying, but he's basically frozen himself to stop himself from succumbing to the virus, or maybe from something else. But it seems like he
doesn't from the virus.
Agree with the government's use of power and thinks that they're all being too greedy and that no one should be that strong. This makes sense because in the manga, he does have his disagreements with the government and even leaves them and has a fight with Akainu as well.
Fucking goat, I love Akiji.
Here's some other character profiles for you guys if you were wondering what's happening with them. But other than that, make sure to subscribe to not miss out on the next part and hit that bell to be notified right away. Don't forget to recommend me more videos.
That was cool. Is there a second part or no? Let's see. Nope. Okay, we're all caught up. Oh, this is Super Smash Bros. One. The Inside Out one is all that's left. But that was cool as fuck. That was dope. That was cool as hell. That was really cool.
It's not.
That was cool as fuck. That was cool. Again, I don't know. I've not seen One Piece, but I know bits and pieces of the lore. I know bits and pieces of the characters. I know Garp. I know Kid. I know Law. I know Ace. I know Kobe. I know his growth. I know Luffy. The entire crew. I know the Wano. I know what happened to fucking Marineford. I remember that one scene with Zoro. Nothing happened. I know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to get into it, though. But, bro, it's hard, gang. I'm about to read the manga and start skimming through it. Quit playing. Low-key. Might not be bad. Might not be bad. But, fellas, that's gonna wrap up today's video, bro. I'm liking these infection AUs, as you can tell. But if you want me to react to anything else more specifically, let me know in the comments below, bro. I'm always open to any suggestions if it's not Skibbity Toilet. But that's gonna wrap up today's video, buddy. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.